In episode 13, we find out that the dead body from the end of episode 12 ended up being at Jinny Sue's father's house. And thus, the investigation starts in trying to figure out who actually killed him and is this person related to the chairman or any of Jinny Sue's family members. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another review on the Review Garden. So, when the team came to investigate, the murder of the guy who ended up being at Jinny Sue's father's house, when they came to ask the mother some questions, she looks very suspicious. And so did the brother. The brother, he ended up knowing who it was, the person that the the dead guy called, the last person he called was Jinny Sue's brother, right? So he came and asked him, like, do you know this person? And he was like, oh, I met him briefly from this fundraiser that they were having for the father. And I'm like, yo, this man is looking suspicious, right? So now this whole thing is happening. The news is out that there's been a murder at the father's house. And if you remember, he's running for mayor. So his opponent, he's still like number two. His opponent is number one. His opponent goes and says, calls the newspaper people and is like, this would be the perfect time for you to pull out that information about his mom. So with all this going on, they released the article about his mom and how, he's an illegitimate son, blah blah blah. So now you have a bunch of people on his social media account like turning their backs again against him, saying how, oh, he's arrogant and, for pretending to be a rich son, well, now he's a nobody, blah blah blah. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, no one asked you to be. So it just shows you how all these other people, they were following him only because he has money, not because of anything else he had to offer, but because of money. And another person is Miss Lee's dad. I mean, like, dude, you just came back to work. How about you focus on work versus focusing on, firing Isu, because he found that paper that she wrote in her desk, and he's like, oh, oh, it's gonna be time to fire him because he's a rich person's son before he's a detective. So what? He actually proved himself numerous times that he's capable of doing the job. And the fact that he has money has helped them solve a lot of cases. Like, okay, maybe it wasn't by the book, but it has helped them solve a lot of cases. And that's why the girl was like, told her dad, like, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have made it out of that water thing, right? Because he's the one who gave her CPR. He's the one who helped her get out of there, like, survive enough, you know so this whole BS about, oh, he's not good enough is ridiculous. So there are also they also keep searching for who is behind the murder of the guy who came into his father's house. And when they go after the suspect, he runs into, there were two people meeting, and Park and Miss Lee went after the person who was the suspect, and then Jinny Sue went after the person who he was meeting. And then come to find out, Jinny Sue finds out that it's his brother. And I'm like, dude, I like I told you he looks suspicious. He looks suspicious, but why? What is the connection? I feel like the mom has something to do with it. Like his mom, like the brother's mom. And the father did tell the mom, like, if you have anything to do with this, I will punish you. So I wonder what's going to happen. And I think the other question is to, like, who's the girl that's in the trunk? Like, what was she doing there? Does the brother have something to do with her being in the trunk? Or, like, was he trying to rescue her or something? Like, these are the questions that we have for the beginning, for episode 14, So the brother gets arrested, and Jenny Sue goes in there trying to ask him questions as to why he did this, da, da, da. And he's asking him, like, are you interrogating me right now? And kind of feeling like hurt by what Jenny Sue's doing, but Jenny Sue's like, Isu's like, you're the one who lied to me first. And when Miss Lee went into the interrogation room with the chief and his lawyer came in, they're like, oh, he's willing to talk to you as a witness. Um, and he starts talking about, oh, the guy, he actually did meet the guy at the party, but he saw him like grabbing the hand of the mom. And at first I was like, what? Because I'm like, I knew they knew each other, right? So did he have an affair with the mom? And the brother is not actually, what's his name, Songju, that he's not actually the chairman's kid and he's that man's kid. But apparently the affair part is true. The wife, the mom, Songju's mom, did have an affair, but he claims that, well, she claims that it's with someone else, and this guy knew about it. So he's been blackmailing her for a long time. And when it comes to the girl that was in the trunk, he's I'm guessing his mom told him that they met recently, and you know, they've been going to golf together. But I don't know. That sounds a little sus to me, right? So, what if while she had the affair, she had a kid and it's the daughter and it's the girl? That would be like a great plot twist, because the nerve. You had an outside child on the chairman, but then you treated his outside child like crap, right? And keep acting like you're offended. And even then, because she kept acting like she was so offended that he cheated on her, right? And he cheated on you with somebody he knew before you. So it's like, how did you even get into the equation to begin with, right? Because if he's saying that Isu's mom was the love of his life, how did you even get into this equation, right? And then you felt some type of way, you were cheating yourself. So it's like, how are you even justifying what you did? And it's not like you love your husband. And the way he talks, the way the chairman talks to her, it's like, why are you even still with him? You could have left him a long time ago. Like, your son is a grown man. You could have been gone a long time ago. So why are you still here? That's the question. Never mind. She's way too old to be her daughter. And I guess, yeah, it was her friend. In fact, her friend. So it's the person who introduced her to the guy that she cheated with. So apparently this happened a few years ago. And the chairman does know about it. Did know about it at the time. So the way it happened, so the guy was blackmailing her. She was tired of it. She told her friend. Her friend was like, I'll take care of it. So her friend went to go hire that dude to take care of, to pretty much scare him, not kill him, scare him into um pretty much, I'm guessing, just scare him so that he doesn't keep asking her for money. But in fact, it backfired because, obviously he died. And then they found out the identity of the woman. They found out that she's the wife of the chairman. So they wanted more money. And when the girl went to them to ask what happened, I didn't tell you to kill him, they decided to, you know, hit her across the head and use her as a way to get more money from from the wife of the chairman, right? So, I mean, it's greed. It's always greed, money. That's always the reason, you know, for these things to happen. But I think the new question now is, who exactly did she cheat with? The girl did say that the person is not in the US. So I wonder if that's true or not, you know? And I also think that maybe that's what um, the dead guy was gonna say to Sungju, because when he met him at the party, he was like, I have something to tell you. So I wonder if he was gonna go tell him that, oh, your mom had an affair, so I want more money. Give me more money to hide this. But if the chairman knew about it, what is the point of the blackmail? What is the point of encouraging the blackmail, right? Unless the chairman knew about it and he didn't tell her anything, then that's the only way she would fall for that. But if he did know and he confronted her about it, why would she continue to pay this man and keep up this whole charade, unless it's somebody close to him that she had an affair with? And the way the guy who works with Jinisu, like, I don't want to say his assistant, but he's like the second father, the true father for Jinisu, right? The way he answered that question, Jinisu asked him if he knew the dead guy, and he was like, no. The way he answered, he looked so suspicious. I just hope it's not him. That would be, ugh. Ugh. No, no. After they showed that clip of, it was actually the mom who ran after the guy in the bathroom. You know how they show you certain scenes from different perspectives in the show? So you're thinking it's going one way, but it's really not. So they show you the scene where it was actually the mom who saw the guy, and then she ran after him and was like, what are you doing here? are you crazy? And then the guy was like, I need to talk to Sungju. He needs to know about this. So that means that this her affair didn't happen a long time ago. I'm thinking her affair happened before that. Because if you remember in the beginning, like episode 13, what's his name? Mr. Choi. Was it Mr. Choi? No, it was Park. Park found the the photos of the young boy in the dead man's car. So bet you that's Sunju. And he was like, I'm guessing Sunju's not really the chairman's kid. Sunju is that man's kid. The person she had an affair with had to have been him, because I'm like, who could she have had an affair with that it's that big a deal that she let this man blackmail her, right? So that means this man is the other guy's son. So maybe that's another reason why she hated um Isu so much, right? Because she found out that the chairman actually has a descendant, a straight descendant, because he's raising the other kid, but it's not really his son. Watch that be the plot twist. Boom. And watch another plot twist be that the chairman knew about it all along. That would be hilarious, that he knew the other kid wasn't his son. So that's why, he went back to the other woman, the love of his life, and he cheated on the wife. That would be a interesting plot twist. It's always funny to me when like arrogant people, they when the roles are like reversed, they come over here begging and acting stupid. Cause I mean, what in the hell? Like, you stay here. You mistreated this man ever since he came into your house. Mistreated him. And now you want him to keep your secret that your son is not actually his daddy's son? Like, nah, nah, keep the same energy. You were rude, you were arrogant, you were treating him, Isu, like an outsider, like an outsider, when he was actually the son of the man you married. But your own child was not the son of the man you married. So both of y'all, you and your husband, had outside relationships, and you both ended up with a son. And then you have the nerve to like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy. And now she's on her knees begging Isu not to reveal the truth. Huh? That Songju is not the chairman's son. I'm like, you got some nerve, lady. You got some nerve. Keep on begging. Keep on begging. Nah, nah. You get what you deserve. And you deserve way more. And I don't think the chairman knows, because he keeps saying, like, every time he hears about like, he even asks Isu's secretary, like, what is going on. If it relates to my family, I'll take the blame. I'll take responsibility. I'm like, how are you going to take responsibility of this? Like, huh? How are you going to take responsibility of this? I mean, I guess it could fit for him to be like, he ordered the hit for this man to die, because it would fit into, him having motive. But How are you going to take responsibility? It had nothing to do with you. If anything, she needs to be punished. She needs to be punished. Jenny Sue, he quit his job because I guess in a way he wants to protect his brother. He doesn't want the news about his brother to go out. And the chairman resigned from his running as, you know, um from the candidacy. So he no longer wants to run for mayor, right? And then Jenny Sue, he was playing with a baseball on the inside his house, and it rolled downstairs, and he figured out that that's where he used to hide. Um, he used to hide his toys, and this is also where he hid his mom's pills. So the day his mom got the pills, the date on the pill is the same date as, you know, as when his mom died. And when they did the flashback, there was someone at the door, but they didn't show you who. Um, so, he, in his mind, he's like, he didn't do anything. Like his mom didn't pass away with the pills. So what really happened to his mom that night? So he went to go see his father, and he asked his father, like, what happened? Why did you try to erase my memory? What was going on at that time? What did you do to my mother? So then we just see him leaving the place, and the father's hand dropped, and he looks like he's dead, but we don't know. So we have 2 episodes left of the series. So it's going to be interesting to see how they end it. Is is the father, so questions, is the father really dead? Did he actually kill Jenny Sue's mom? But why would he do that? That was the love of his life. Or so he claims, right? Because we do remember that the father was there, and so was the secretary, because he was like, take Isu out of there now, because he didn't want Isu um to be there. So maybe it was, what's his name's mom? Songju's mom, who came over and did something. So it's the questions. Is the father dead? Is the who actually killed his mom? How are they gonna end this? Is he going to go back to being a cop? Are they gonna show you that him and Miss Lee get together? Are they gonna show you Mr. Detective Park and Jiwon get together, which is the medical examiner? Are they gonna show you them two get together? How are they going to end this series? And this wraps up our journey on the Review Garden. Thank you for joining me today as we explored this drama. If you enjoyed this reaction and review, please remember to subscribe for more insightful videos. Don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback helps our channel grow. As always, I'm truly grateful for your support and for joining me on this journey on the Review Garden. Until next time, and happy listening. Bye.